Hey Scorpio, this is Katie Sweetman with Empowering Astrology, and this is your look at the astrology of January 2021. Yeah, Scorpio, we're doing video scopes now. We're just kind of moving the monthly written content to videos just to free up some space. That said, let's look at your astrology this month. So, Scorpio, we got a lot to talk about because there's, 2021 is in a way, ironically, it's a new story and an old story. It's a new story because it's sort of pushing forward these very new things, but at the same time, these are things that have already been set in motion the past few years. Scorpio, I want you to think back to May 15, 2018, and then March 6th of 2019. That was the month that Uranus went to Taurus. And you're like, I'm not a Taurus, Katie. But Taurus is your opposite sign. It's the sign that's exactly opposite in you in the zodiac, and it's your relationship sign. And those two dates coincided with the start of a titanic shift in your life. Now, Scorpio, you are a fixed sign. Fixed signs, just by their very nature, are fixed. They don't want to make changes. They sort of put their stakes in the ground, they put their heels into the ground, and they don't move, because we need signs in the zodiac that flow. We need signs in the zodiac that start things new, but we also need signs in the zodiac that keep things fixed. That said, you have two planets, well, rather three planets. Uranus is one of them that's pushing a lot of buttons for the fixed signs and saying that we're not keeping things fixed. We're not doing things the way that we were doing. We have to now start to do things differently. For you, Scorpio, this is different in how you connect with people, how you connect one-on-one, how you do relationships, intimate partnership, but also all relationships. So a story began, and that story kind of jumps to the next gear or the next level in January of 2021. And it's a story that's really going to be present throughout all the year. So Mars is your planet, Scorpio. Mars has been in Aries since the very end of June. And that part of your chart, it's about work, it's about health, it's about kind of managing day-to-day life and your schedule and trying to kind of keep everything running and going. Scorpio, you have a tendency to be a workaholic. When you sort of fixate on something, you do it like laser focused. So you've had Mars in the part of your chart talks about work for 6 months. So you've probably been working your butt off the last 6 months and maybe try not to lose your mind at the same time. So when Mars changes signs on January 6th, it goes into Taurus. Oh, there's that sign again, Taurus. And it's going to feel like a new chapter because you've sort of been stuck in Aries land for the last 6 months. So Mars goes into Taurus, and guess who it meets? It meets Uranus. Uranus is a planet that's trying to save you from you. And Scorpio, there's a lot of reasons why you can kind of get stuck in your own ways. My joke about Scorpio is that it's this sign that has a reputation for wanting change and transformation, but the joke is Scorpio actually doesn't want change, doesn't want transformation. It only wants change and transformation when it's on their terms. But here's the thing, Scorpio, the change is not on your terms the next five years. You're like, oh my God, 5 years? Because Uranus is going to be in Taurus another 5 years. Uranus is just trying to get you out of your own way. If you're stuck about something, you're stuck about letting people in or connecting to people or doing relationships in some way, then Uranus is trying to open things up. It's trying to awaken you. So Mars in Taurus, Mars is going to be in Taurus into February, is all about relationships, but it's not old story relationships. It's new story relationships. It's possible that new people are coming into your life, across the spectrum, both romantic, non-romantic. It's possible that you're feeling really confronted to do relationships differently. Maybe people are like calling you on your stuff. Maybe you're having to shift and transform your ways, but it's not on your terms. Then there's Saturn. Saturn just went into Aquarius, just as, as of December 17th of 2020. Aquarius forms the bottom of your chart. It's home, it's family, it's roots and foundation. So Scorpio, you are in a time right now that's, oh my God, I have not been recording. Oh, I have been recording, yay. Scorpio, yes. Pause. No, I'm just joking. We'll keep going, Scorpio. Scorpio, you're in a time in your chart where it's about really settling down, putting down roots, focusing on family. And Saturn is more of a traditional planet. It kind of wants, wants the house, it wants the things. So maybe you're thinking about these kind of bigger questions of like, maybe I want to settle down. Maybe I want to get a house, or maybe I want to like kind of make my living situation more conducive and more stable. But there's this sort of tension happening between the old and the new this month. So part of you, it's like new things are coming in, but at the same time, you're trying to figure out how to strategize and how to create new systems and create new ways, but at the same time, like consolidate. So Mars will make something called a square to Saturn on 13th of January. That might be a bit intense, but pay attention to what's happening around that date, because, Saturn's really trying to get you to set limits, say yes to things, say no to things, set some boundaries. It's the same day as a Capricorn new moon. Capricorn is, or I should probably do this. Capricorn is the part of your chart that talks about voice and communication. Now, that was an area that you were doing a lot of work on the past few years, really opening up your mind, opening up education, maybe learning new languages, going back to school, taking classes. And this new moon, it's in the same part of the sky as Pluto. It's like the same part of the house as Pluto. And it's really trying to get you to take ownership of your voice even more. Pluto is a planet, and not traditionally, but in the modern schema, Pluto is Scorpio's planet. I use traditional rulers, but that said, Pluto is a planet that's trying to reach into your pipes, so to speak, and kind of get what is clogging your voice, what is preventing you from being heard. Are you afraid to be heard? Are you not speaking what you really want to say? It's for you to really own your intelligence and own sort of that sharper mind that you have, Scorpio. It's also a time of new information, new ideas, needing to be the authority in something. These are all, kind of an echo back to some of the work that you were doing the past few years. It's also a time of having to make some major decisions, maybe even major decisions about family, home, where you live, where you're going to live. That said, Uranus turns direct the next day, January 14th, in your relationship sign. So that's another day where this story about new people, new ways of doing relationship, perhaps new people coming in, comes to the forefront. Mars will join up with Uranus on January 20th, so that's another milestone day. And that brings us to the 23rd of January. By then, it's Aquarius season, so a season for you to kind of focus on home and family and sort of nestle into your nest, sort of replant your roots, get things stable. Again, the sun will meet up with Saturn. Sort of pay attention to what's happening around this day, because this is the first time that the sun has joined up with Saturn since the 90s in Aquarius, to have that conjunction. Side note. So there's something around that time that's a new milestone, new beginnings, and maybe kind of seeing how, some seed that's getting planted or about them that's going to weave its way or thread its way through the astrology into March of 2023. So just take some notes, what have you. That said, there's going to be a Leo full moon on January 28th. Leo is your career sign, so the spotlight is on your professional life. It's time to get recognized, time to get seen. Maybe you're making some major changes in your professional life or getting some recognition for your work, going off in a new direction. But this full moon really sets off this tension in the sky that's happening all month long. So it might push some buttons in the home department, the relationship department, the career department. So you really might feel, Scorpio, like you're really in a little bit of a vice in the end of the month. It's not nothing you can't handle, Scorpio, but you're really getting the push to make some big changes this month. So there you go. That's your look at the astrology of January 2021. Again, my name is Katie Sweetman. This is Empowering Astrology. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, for more astrology content or watch more videos. So take care, be well, be safe. Till next month. Bye.